Hi everyone and welcome back to Evocative Scents. Today I've got a fantastic fragrance for this winter and it is truly a compliment magnet as well. This is one of the newer releases from the Lattafa house and it is inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. While we will get to the details of this fragrance, if you are watching my video for the first time, and if you love fragrances and fragrance related content, do consider subscribing to this channel, and while you are there, hit that notification bell as well. And in just a moment we will get to the presentation and packaging of this perfume. Now without any further delay, let's start with the packaging. Well, the presentation of the kingdom is fair bit different from any other usual packaging. The box has a very nice cloth-like textured finish in all the three sides. And in the front beside the name there is a pull tab to open the box. In bottom of the box there is the usual manufacturing and expiry date of this fragrance. At one side of the box there is the Lattafa logo and the kingdom and some writing which is not really important in this review. And at back of this box there is the hologram for the authenticity of this product, and all the necessary details of this fragrance are also present. Now let's quickly open up the box with the pull tab. And one thing you might notice is that the flap is magnetic in nature. A very nice touch indeed. And once you open up the box, you will see the bottle resting inside it, as well as the note breakdown of this fragrance in the left. The bottle rests snugly and safely inside the box, and that ensures the lower probability of the bottle being damaged during the transit. And now onto the bottle design. The front of the bottle is finished in shiny golden color, with the Lattafa on the cap and the kingdom on the front of the bottle. And at the bottom there is a sticker mentioning Eau de Parfum concentration, which is fairly standard these days. And now onto the back of the bottle, which I think looks really classy. I feel that this bottle would have been better off without the artificial stones that they have put on the front. This shiny cap is very light in nature and is made up of plastic, and if they could have incorporated the fluted glass design all over the bottle, it would have been much better, in my opinion. But the bottle design is totally subjective in nature, and that's totally fine, as long as it doesn't have any major flaw hindering the regular use of the product. Now let's move on to the spray test. The atomizer just works fine, but it is not a pressurized one, and it sprays a little less juice than expected. With nothing major to complain about, in terms of presentation and packaging, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. Now let's move on to the smell of this fragrance. And right from the beginning, it is such a beautiful smell. For the first 5 to 10 minutes, you will get a very light minty note, giving this fragrance a subtle but noticeable fresh kick, along with a beautifully done lavender note, which once again is not overdone. It doesn't become overly powdery in nature, but it is a very soft and sweet smell. And you will also notice a difference between this and the original, with the original being a little more sweeter in nature, almost like honey note. Don't get me wrong here, there is sweetness in this fragrance also. In fact, the vanilla is the backbone of this fragrance as well. When I spray this fragrance on the clothes, the tobacco note is completely way in the background, but on the skin, the tobacco note is little more prominent, at least for the first half an hour. The tobacco accord used in this fragrance is extremely smooth in nature. It is not dirty acid tobacco, instead it is a smooth creamy one, at least when mixed with this type of vanillic note. There is also presence of benzoin in the base, which gives it a very ambery kind of resinous quality with vanillic sweetness. This is one of the fragrance accords that I absolutely love. The mixture of vanilla, tobacco along with the tonka beans and the benzoin gives it the required depth for this sweet fragrance. And since they have toned down the sweetness here, it is actually more versatile in nature when compared to the original. I feel that the original is more of a gourmand fragrance, which I actually prefer, but this one is actually a very good interpretation of the original. If you have tried this fragrance and if you liked the smell, then you would definitely want to smell this fragrance again and again. It is so addictive in nature. Though this is a sweet fragrance, it is still more of a ambery Fougère type of fragrance with little bit of barbershop quality to it. And since the sugary and sweet element is toned down from the original, this perfume is actually targeting a wider range of age group. Is this a unisex fragrance? In my opinion, this fragrance leans towards the masculine side because of the lavender, tobacco and the barbershop feel to it. So overall, in terms of scent profile, I would give it somewhere between 8 to 8.5, or should I just settle at 8.25? And now in terms of versatility, as I earlier said, it is fairly versatile in nature. It is an excellent date fragrance, and since the sweetness is toned down a little, I feel that this cologne can also be used as a signature fragrance. But since the fragrance is only suited to cold weather, it will lose some points here. So for this fragrance, I would settle for a 7 out of 10 in terms of versatility. And if the fragrance is so good, what kind of performance I am getting from this? And the performance is not disappointing in nature. I get a longevity of 5 to 6 hours on clothes and a decent projection for about an hour. And if you are living in slightly cooler climate, you will certainly gain additional hour or two. So once again a 7 out of 10 for performance. So combining all the previous aspect along with the price, I am tempted to give this fragrance an overall score of 8.5. But a little bit better bottle design and a pressurized atomizer along with a slightly higher performance would have guaranteed this score. And these are the shortcomings that a fragrance should avoid for getting more than 8. And that's why here I settle it with 8 out of 10. So overall a very good fragrance, and I would definitely recommend you to give this fragrance a try, especially for the winter. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you are watching my video for the first time, do consider subscribing to this channel because your support really means a lot to me. So that's it for today's video, and I will meet you in next video. Till then, stay safe and as always, stay honest.